We don't need to do that, okay? Shh. Babe. I think I've told you guys before, no one's allowed to walk past our house or drive past our house, so. Okay, are we calm now that they're gone? We good? Do you want to give me the kisses? I love you. You're such a good boy protecting mama. See, this is where you check how messy your living room actually is. Hi, welcome to Fiber Love Diary. I'm Trish if we haven't met, and if we have met, welcome back. How are you? This is the channel where we're following my fiber arts journey, and that can mean weaving, knitting, spinning, dyeing, gosh, what else? There's other stuff I'm sure. I never can remember it all at once, and I don't have like a little script written up, so every single time it's different. I've been kind of under the weather. By the time you see this, it'll be like weeks later, so don't worry. I'm sure by then I'm gonna be 100%. I have been working on some like planning stuff and future stuff while I was sick, but mostly I was doing nothing. So, you know, I did some knitting, I knitted some socks. So I've been weaving dish towels, the rainbow ones. I'm sure you guys saw, well, some of you probably saw the warping video, and they're going really, really fast. I've been using up so much yarn in the weaving process, and while we were driving to Rhinebeck, which was a month ago, I think it was like a month ago now, I talked about it when I spun this yarn. I was driving there thinking about how I felt like spinning art yarn. I felt like weaving with it. It's happening today. The spinning already happened. I'm sure you saw it if you're into that kind of thing, and some of you watch everything on the journey, whether you're into it or not. I'll be really honest, art yarn is not something I spin very often. My aesthetic generally is more visually simple, let's say. So I like most of the time like more clean lines, more classic shapes and styles, but every once in a while I get bitten by the art yarn bug. It has happened before, and you guys have seen some of it before, and here we are. I absolutely do love these. They're spun from, sorry, there's tons of light reflecting and someone growling in the background. Dude. So the plan is / was that I am going to weave with these, but I am not using them for the warp. I'll show you right before I start warping the loom. I'm going to use my rigid Heddle Loom. Can you see it? Yeah, it's right behind me. I'm going to use it and warp it in here. I debated. I originally thought I was going to spin enough of this for warp and weft, but it's not going to wear very well in the heddles. It's going to get abraded back and forth. I don't really want that, so I decided to just grab a hank of leftover, actually, black Cascade 220. This is not the superwash, it's the regular. And I'm gonna warp it into I am gonna alternate these, and I'm also gonna use some of the warp yarn because I wanna create like different textures and stuff. So it's gonna be kind of all over the place. I don't know if I'm gonna keep this. I'm just gonna go ahead and weave it. I feel like weaving a scarf. I haven't done it lately at all. I haven't had my rigid Heddle Loom out for at least a couple of months. I'm not exactly sure what I even did on it last. If you're into rigid Heddle, or if you think you might want to start weaving, rigid Heddle is a great place to start. This is gonna go super fast. I have about 220, well, I actually have a little bit more in my stash. So if I need more of the warp yarn, I will go grab it. But I'm literally weaving this from this and then some stuff that was already stuck in my stash. This was just a shade under 200 yards together. This was like 68. And this was like 128 or something, 126. So it's a wee bit under 200, which should be plenty. Let's get warping. I'm all set up, except I have not yet placed my loom where it needs to be. So otherwise I'm all ready to go. Let's do it. This is gonna go so fast. It's like instant gratification, and I love that kind of yarn usage because my stash is OOC, out of control, man. My stash is out of control. Although If you have been watching for a while, you saw me at Michigan Fiber Festival, you saw me at Rhinebeck. I didn't go crazy. I have not been adding to my stash that much. And honestly, like, I've been thinking more and more, especially with what's going on in the world economically, about, you know, the consumption thinking, and I'm a victim of it. Obviously, you guys have seen my stash, but also as an artist, I feel like we see the possibilities and we want to have lots of options and choices, but I have plenty of options and choices. So I'm going to be working with what I have for a little while. So stash wise, I've been really responsible lately, and that's probably a good thing. Anyway, let's get warping. I'm going to use up a whole bunch of yarn today, like today. I already did this, but my warping bar is all set up here. I have measured from basically like the back of it, that's what I always do, to basically where the back beam is. I'm not too worried about the apron bar and that kind of thing. I'm gonna warp 10 inches. It is a 5 DPI Heddle, and I am using, I already showed you guys what I'm using. I do have the center marked, so we're gonna go 5 inches out. You can mark them with a string. That's how I mark my center. Okay, so we're all wound up here. I'm gonna throw the top on. I can't see what I'm doing. Woo. There we go. Okay. Screw it down. So one end is in. I'm gonna actually trap a piece of Mylar before I screw the middle part down. Makes it that much easier to get started. All right, so the top is screwed down tight. That makes it so these cannot spread or do anything weird. And also you can roll it up really nice and easily. If you've been watching for a while, you've seen me actually scoop my loom forward while I wind on instead of rolling the bar up. It hasn't worked well for me, so I still roll the bar up. Okay, the clamps are off. So then you just start rolling. Of course I lost it. You can take these out at this point if you want to, but I just leave them in because it just rolls smoothly over them. There, perfect. I wound completely back onto the back of the Mylar. I know you can't really see it. It's doubled over for like 1 inch, so I'm not worried about that. All I have to do now is take this off. I'm gonna take these out too. That's it. Oh look, I did this on purpose and I forgot. Okay. So I also really like that the ends end up a little bit closer to the same length. I'm gonna cut my loops really quickly. I think I got them all. I got my scissors here just in case I didn't, and I'm gonna slay my reed or my heddle. And then I'm going to tie on. I'm going to do 4 at a time, which is just a hair less than an inch. So I'm just going to weave a couple of picks. I'm going to weave a couple picks with this and leave myself enough for a hem stitch. Maybe, I'm trying to think how many I want to do. Maybe like, I'll weave 4, but I'll do a 2x2 hem stitch. So when you have a warp that's a little bit more open, let's see, I want to, you will see more of your weft yarn. All right, I'm just gonna hem stitch this because I think I'm gonna leave fringe on it, which I don't usually do. I am not a fan of fringe. I feel like it often ends up looking messy. The 2x2 hem stitch should not take very long. Oh gosh, you really can't see how pretty this is. It's amazing. I'll pull back. I'll try and adjust the light and the colors to show how pretty it really is. This is so cool. I'm really happy with how it's going. And I know this looks loose, but it's going to tighten up this warp. Like I said, it's stretched. So it's going really well. I'm just randomly changing up the yarns as I go. done. I'm actually way more happy with it than I thought I would be. I hope that the light doesn't reflect on it too much. You probably can't even see. I changed up the texture. I'll put it down on the table so you can see better. I tried it on the other day and John was like, oh, that's really cute on you. Like, he didn't expect it to be cute on me. But it is really pretty. Isn't that so pretty? I'm loving it. I hadn't really decided what I was going to do, but I think I'm just going to put it in the shop because it doesn't really go with anything that I own coat-wise, but I am absolutely loving how this turned out. I'm going to do some more art yarn scarves. I know. What? Winter is apparently here. I don't know what's coming up next as far as videos go. Good luck to you because good luck to me. I have no idea what's going on. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I appreciate you being here with me to weave this adorable scarf. Thanks. I love you. Bye.